My name is Dr. PhilMoore, and I am proud to be your favorite talk show host who will help you the most. With your problems and issues, you know I'm always there. No matter the issue, I won't judge, I swear. So come on down and have a little chat with me. In front of my live audience, this is the Dr. Philma Show.
For those of you who do not know me, my name is Dr. PhilMoore. How's everyone doing today? Good, good. Wow, you guys are so enthusiastic today. On this episode of Dr. PhilMoore, we're going to be talking about the ethical issue of surrogacy. 3 years ago, Natalie and Trevor found out that they were unable to have children. That is so sad. 8 months ago, they hired a surrogate mother, Rosalita, to have their child through the process of in vitro fertilization. Through this process, Natalie donated her egg, and obviously Trevor donated his sperm, and the embryo was then placed inside Rosalita for her to carry their baby. Now, after carrying the baby for almost 9 months, Rosalita wants to be a part of the baby's life and even possibly try and keep the baby as her own. Take a look.
Can you just start already? Like, do you know what it's like to carry a baby? And stop being so close! Months ago, my husband, Trevor, and I decided we were going to hire a surrogate mother in order to carry our child. Natalie and Trevor only hired me because I was in there for the money, of course. And of course I wanted to help them. I mean, who wouldn't want to help a lovely couple? Little did we know, our surrogate mother was going to turn her back on us and want to keep our own child. I never went to a school where they had parenting class, and I never took any for God knows what reasons. But, like, I never knew how much attachment you can gain with a child while being pregnant. And, like, she can't even have her own child. So, I mean, if it's coming out of me, it's technically mine. So, I should be keeping the child, not them. And, you know, even if she doesn't want me to keep the child and doesn't allow me to, then I should still get to be in this child's life because it came out of me. Dr. PhilMoore, we need your help to keep our child in our lives and get that woman out.
So without further ado, everyone, please give a warm welcome hand for Natalie. So Natalie, how have you and Trevor been doing?
We've been doing okay besides all this baby drama, but other than that, we've been alright, I guess.
So, why did you guys wait so long to go to the doctors?
Well, I mean, at first, during our first year, we didn't expect it to be something like me being infertile, you know? It was hard because 3 years, yeah, I know it's a long time, but we only tried like maybe twice a year. And having a miscarriage isn't easy, so I didn't really want to try so much times in the years.
Okay. So you just found out that you're infertile, you're unable to carry your own child. How did you and your husband react to this?
It was very heartbreaking because to me, to know that I can't do the one thing that a woman is supposed to be able to do, it hurts, you know. And even though Trevor was really supportive of me, it was still painful to even think that he might want to, you know, go with another woman who can provide him with children that he wants and all of that.
After your doctor broke the news to you, I'm pretty sure he told you other options on how you can still have children. So out of all the options, why did you choose surrogacy?
Well, there was the option of, you know, adopting a child, and I mean, of course I would love to adopt a child. But my doctor did tell me that my eggs are still, you know, it wasn't bad, so I could still use an egg and give it to a woman start off as a test tube baby and wait until the embryo was formed and then put it into another woman, which is the in vitro surrogacy process. And I was really excited with that because even though I couldn't carry my own child, at least I could still have a child of mine and my husband.
So, how did you come across finding Rosalita?
Well, we had a list from the hospital given to us of numerous women who were applicable for being a surrogate mother. And, you know, Rosalita was the type of girl to not care, but like she cared about us and she understood where we were coming from, but she didn't really care to the point where she would want to keep this child. Like she would just want the money, help us, and to leave.
And now she wants to be a part of your baby's life, or even possibly keep it?
Unfortunately, yes. I didn't expect this coming. I wasn't hoping for this to happen at all. But unfortunately.
Wow. This must be causing a lot of unwanted stress and a bunch of conflict between like your whole family and Rosalita.
It's caused numerous arguments between family. Some being, why did you even do this? All of that. It's been hard, but that's why we came to you to try and explain.
So you know what? Don't you worry, because with the help of my experts, we are going to come to a solution with you. After the break, Rosalita will be joining us on stage to give us her point of view. So stay tuned.
Man, I might just chill tonight.
Puppy monkey baby. 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 Puppy monkey baby.
Mountain Dew Kickstart. Dew, juice, caffeine.
Puppy monkey baby.
Welcome back. For those of you who are just tuning in, Natalie and her husband Trevor, who is not able to be here with us today, are having a major dilemma. They hired Rosalita to be their surrogate mother, but now Rosalita wants to be a part of the baby's life and possibly keep the baby. So here to join Natalie and I on stage today, please welcome Rosalita.
Thanks for having me on your show, Dr. PhilMoore.
Thanks for coming in. So Natalie tells me that you want to be a part of the baby's life and even possibly try and keep the baby.
Yes, I mean, I'm carrying the baby anyways.
So now what exactly changed your mind about the baby?
Well, I mean, I didn't know how much stress I'd be going through with the baby and all these hormones changing crap. So I mean, of course my mind's changing. I'm going through so much right now. Every time I feel the baby kicking, it's like, wow, a little sweet pygmy is in me, and I feel like it's mine.
Okay, first off, it's not your baby. It's mine and my husband. So I don't know where you're getting it. It's my baby.
Tell him, Natalie.
Sure,
You
it's
tell
my
him.
baby right now because it's in me and it's surrounding
No,
my
no, no,
blood.
it's your baby. It's not your baby. Do you
Tell him,
understand that?
No,
Of
honey,
course
it
you
is
don't.
my baby. It's
No,
in
it's
my
not.
belly
No, it's not.
and it's surrounding
It's not
my
your
blood.
baby. It's not your baby. It's from my egg and my husband's sperm. None of this is yours.
No. None of this
Okay,
is
okay,
yours.
okay,
It's all
okay.
mine.
Okay, settle down. This is Dr. Bill, not Nori mixed in with a little baby Jerry. Okay. Now, Rosalita, you do understand that as a surrogate mother, it's not your egg that is creating this child. It's Natalie's.
Yes, but
But nothing. So, what gives you the right mind to think that you can claim this child as your own?
She does not have any sense at all to know that by herself.
because it is my blood that is covering this baby, it's my placenta that is giving this baby the nutrients it needs. Most importantly, it is I that is keeping this baby alive.
Listen. Like I said before, this is not your child. Do you know how stupid you sound? You sound
It is my baby. It's in me right now. Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna do something? Are you gonna do something? It's my baby. It's in my belly.
Okay,
It's in my
so
belly.
after the break, we're here from our experts, Levinas, Kent, and Aristotle.
It's me. Cause if you make a thing or break a thing, it's no problem. That tight we fix it up and put it back together again. Cause if it's broken, it's unspoken what you need to get you through. Glue. Step one and step two.
Loctite glue saved our marriage.
Halloween break.
Chance the rapper.
Give me a break. Just give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
That's a good song.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Unfortunately, our experts weren't able to fly in on time, so they sent in a recording. So take a look at what Mr. Kent had to say.
Thanks for Dr. PhilMoore for having me in this show. So first of all, my point of view is treat others the way you would want to be treated. In the process of pregnancy, will be responsible for their children, whether it is a surrogate mother or mother. But every mother has feelings for the children of her own, and then there are times when such a problem arises. Surrogate mothers won't have feelings for their children. They give birth to children, do not want to return to their parents. So I think they have to decide it. Who is this children custody? Of course, custody needs to responsible everything. So there have a story my friend sent me last week. Once upon a time, there was a man who had 2 buckets that he had used for many years to bring water from the well to his house. One day, one of the buckets said to the man, "Master, why do you not replace me all this year? I'm leaking all the time, and you usually end up with only half a bucket of water by the time you arrive at home." The master said, "Why would I replace you? Look at the side of the road we work together each day. It is covered with beautiful flowers because of the water that flowed out of you, my leaking bucket. It is very hard for parents to be given the responsibility of looking after a child with a handicap. Yet, if we truly believe that God is our Father, kind, merciful, and compassionate, and that God is perfect, then how can any child that God has created be imperfect? I do not understand. How can I not worry when I see my child with his handicap and get frustrated? I cannot rejoice when I see a child with a handicap condition. Help me to believe and trust in you. That it is our weakness that your grace is most abundant. Let me believe that you love each one of us the way we are, and each of us is wonderfully formed in our mother's womb. Lord, increase our faith and let it grow according to your will. Lord Jesus, I don't understand. Help me to believe, Jesus. When your apostles asked you whether the man who was born blind and sinned, or whether it was the sin of his parents that caused his blindness, Jesus, you said that it was neither, but he was born blind so that God can be glorified. If our handicapped children are so, let it be according to your will. Let them give glory to you, God our Father. Perhaps The only things we need to know and do is that I, as a parent, and I, as a pediatrician, is not asked to fix the handicap condition, but we are asked to love the child with the handicap. Help me then and help all parents to love their children as much as you. Dear God, my Father has asked Jesus to love each one of us. And if they have love, whatever surrogacy mother or mother, they both are mother of their children and can both share the role of a mother. Thank you, everybody.
I just don't understand why she still needs to be involved. I mean, sure, we'll stick around for her after she gives birth. Every mother needs help to recover, obviously. But after that, she should just move on.
Now, Natalie, let's just see what philosopher Aristotle has to say.
Hi, Dr. PhilMoore. Thanks for having me on your show. Surrogacy is a legal, successful, and wonderful alternative for those who've had difficulty creating a family on their own. A great experience depends on trust, understanding, good communication, and respect for all the parties that can be involved. Intimate and emotional, this journey should be well researched and prepared for. It can be a very rewarding experience for surrogate mothers and is often the only option for an infertile couple to have their own genetically related child. Sometimes a surrogate mother changes her mind and refuses to give up the child. However, in states where surrogacy is allowed, the biological mother usually does not win custody or visitation rights. In most cases, both the surrogate and parents sign a contract to prevent this from happening. As a surrogate mother, it is important to understand that surrogacy is a sort of partnership that is entered into keeping a single goal in mind. There's a couple who are unable to have a baby of their own, and you are carrying the baby for them. Therefore, all such doubts regarding your inability to sever the ties should ideally be dealt with before conceiving. After all, it would be grossly unfair to give the intended parents hope and then refuse to hand over their precious bundle of joy. Therefore, before you sign up to become a surrogate, always ask yourself if you are indeed cut out for this sort of thing. In the case of surrogacy, of course, the parameters are a little different. While it may be mentioned in your contract that the baby needs to be handed over to the intended parents at birth, this itself is not legally enforceable. However, in this respect, it must be mentioned that in the most states or countries where surrogacy is legally accepted practice, the rules are such that at birth, the baby is registered and is the legal child of the intended parents. Therefore, the surrogate mother's right to the baby already stands relinquished. Thank you, Dr. PhilMoore.
I can still be a part of the child's life if you don't have to worry about him being mad at you later on if he figures out you lied to him about me all this time.
Let's just see what this lad's for.
Thank you, Dr. PhilMoore, for having me on your show. So, this is mainly towards Natalie, and this is for other people to get a perspective. Okay? Now, Natalie, do your actions respect any goal of Rosalita? Or do you merely use it for your own purpose? When your child grows older and begins to ask questions like where your pregnancy photos are, or Mom, how painful was it for you? What are you going to then do as a mother? Lie? No. My dear, it is your duty to be honest to your one and only and to respect others, not because you are being forced to, but because it's what you want to do and you know that it's the right thing to do. Remember, I am not forcing you or telling you what you should do, but what you think is right.
So you heard it from my experts, and now it's time for Dr. PhilMoore's advice. So Natalie, I honestly, in my opinion, I totally get where you're coming from. Because I mean, you created Rosalita as a surrogate mother just to have your baby, and you expected her to disappear. But at the same time, like as one of the philosophers said, what are you going to say to your child when they grow up and you don't find any photos and the ultrasound pictures and everything? Are you going to lie to them? No. So I case if something happened to you and Trevor. Look, at the end of the day, we're all adults, and I think after this whole conversation, I think you know exactly what you should do. Well, this concludes this week's episode on surrogacy. Stay tuned for next week when we talk about teenagers drinking and driving, good or bad. Let's give it a round